Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Senate election prediction videos, where I take a look at the Senate races going on across America in 2024 and give my thoughts, analysis, and predictions on the races. And today we are looking at the state of Nevada, the battle-born state, and a seat currently held by the Democratic Party and Senator Jacky Rosen. Senator Rosen is in her first term. In 2018, Senator Rosen had a margin of victory of 5% in her first election to the U.S. Senate. In 2020, Joe Biden won the state of Nevada with a margin of victory of 2%. Nevada is one of the most contested states in the general election between former President Trump and Vice President Harris, and I'm not confident enough yet to make a prediction on who on the presidential side will win the state of Nevada. It's a highly contentious race, although I believe that at the moment, Vice President Harris is a slight favorite in the state of Nevada. The Culinary Union, which is a very powerful union in the state of Nevada, has endorsed Vice President Harris. And often the weight and magnitude of the votes in Clark County helped propel Democrats to victory in the state of Nevada. Rural Nevada is very much overwhelmingly Republican, and Clark County leans Democratic. And the weight of Clark County's votes propelled Democrats to victory, as rural Nevada is very sparsely populated, and Clark County, which is where Las Vegas is highly urbanized. So I think, while I'm not confident to make a prediction, I believe that Vice President Harris is a slight favorite in Nevada. But it's neck and neck. Trump has made a great play for Nevada in the presidential election, and actually, a Republican won the governorship of Nevada in 2022, while a Democrat, Catherine Cortez Masto, retained her Senate seat. So there are voters that split their ticket in Nevada, although there are some underlying local issues to Governor Lombardi's win and Senator Masto retaining her Senate seat. So it's a very contentious race in Nevada, and will be super close. The Democratic nominee is the incumbent Senator Jacky Rosen. Senator Rosen is completing her first term in the Senate. Prior to serving in the Senate, Senator Rosen served one term in the U.S. House of Representatives. In 2018, she defeated the then incumbent Republican Senator Dean Heller, who was serving out his first full term in the Senate after being appointed to the Senate after the previous Republican senator resigned in a very epic sex and ethics scandal. He was looking down the possibility of being expelled from the Senate when he resigned, and then Mr. Heller was appointed to the seat. 2018 was a wave year for Democrats, and especially for Democratic women, and Senator Rosen rode that wave to victory, and as I mentioned before, her margin in Clark County was a big reason why. Nevada also has an option on the ballot for none of these candidates, and sometimes the margin of none of these candidates helps propel a candidate to victory. That was not the case in that race. Nevada also has a very active and prominent Libertarian Party, which sometimes peels votes away from Republican candidates. So Rosen benefited from that as well, but she ran a very effective campaign, and throughout most of that campaign, most people believed that Dean Heller was one of the most endangered Republican incumbents in the Senate in that cycle. On the Republican side, the Republican nominee is Sam Brown. Mr. Brown is a retired Army veteran. He served in Iraq and Afghanistan and was injured in a explosive device attack on his Army convoy, and sustained burns over, I believe, 30% of his body, and has become a inspirational figure to many after his recovery and subsequent life after the military. Mr. Brown has sought political office before, first in Texas and twice in Nevada after moving to Nevada in 2018. He sought the Republican nomination for Senate in 2022 and finished second to the eventual nominee, Adam Laxalt. But Republicans were very impressed with his showing and encouraged him to run in 2022 and really got behind him for the Senate race this time, and have promoted his candidacy with a great deal of fanfare. Let's take a look at the votes in the primaries. 52% of Nevadans cast ballots in the Republican primary. It was a competitive primary, but Sam Brown won by a very comfortable margin on the Republican side. About 47% of Nevadans cast votes in the Democratic Party. And Senator Rosen, despite being the incumbent, faced some nominal opposition, but she easily won renomination on the Democratic side. So it set up Senator Rosen and Sam Brown competing for this Senate seat. How do I think this race is going to shape out? After the primary, most people believed that this was going to be one of the most contentious, if not the most contentiously fought Senate races in the country. But really, since then, polls have not shown that to be the case, and Senator Rosen has led many times in many polls outside the margin of error, and most forecasters believe she is a favorite to win. And I would agree with that. Even despite the fact that Sam Brown has taken positions outside of the mainstream of the Republican Party, kind of positioning himself as a more moderate force. He's come out in favor of abortion rights. And his wife told a very personal story about where she sought an abortion in the state of Texas prior to meeting him, and them beginning their family. So that still hasn't helped him. And Senator Rosen has not really done anything to generate a lot of controversy. She's not out there on television constantly becoming a media darling. She's getting the work done for her constituents. And I think in the end that's going to be to her credit. Some senators are show horses. Some senators are workhorses. And Senator Rosen is a workhorse. And I think voters are going to reward that. I also think that, like I said earlier, the weight of Clark County cannot be discounted at all. Clark County carries Democrats to victory in the state of Nevada. And that's going to be the case in this election. Rural Nevada will come in with its typical very high Republican margin, but Senator Rosen will carry Clark County and carry it by a good amount, and that will carry her to victory in this election. So Senator Rosen will be elected to a second term, and it'll be a hold for the Democratic Party.